But mate, so how you been?
Yeah, man, busy, very busy at the moment. December was a crazy month from the standpoint of obviously you got to juggle Christmas, you got to juggle New Year's and all that as well. And then I went out drinking a few times, which I don't normally do, which I think I've learned from that probably not to do again going into the new year. And then yeah, work's been really busy. It's mainly actually just been leading up to January to try and get January all planned out and all prepped out so that, you know, January sort of looks like it's going to be my biggest earner from my standpoint. Obviously, a lot of hard work as well, but you know, like new clients, obviously, like bringing clients back like you and stuff like that. Yeah, sort of just trying to plan ahead and for the future, and also plan for when I go to Thailand to basically figure out how I need to keep all my clients while I'm in a different country. I need to like double book them all in February. So obviously do the normal in February and then double it up in February, so then I can just edit for them out in Thailand and all that.
I mean, yeah, if you can get them a slot beforehand and then keep in contact, or even something like a video call just as like support, that could be something good.
I think it's definitely like trying to just map out and also just map out where I need to take it, because obviously like it's been trundling along for so long now since May, and it's also been scaling up a little bit here and there, but now it's like, what do you do to take it to that next level to sort of make a not just decent money, like proper money. So like, because it's enough to get by and live like, you know, a cool lifestyle. You get to travel, you get to do all these things, but it's not enough to say like, right, I want to actually stop work for the weekend. And just go.
You're still working on weekends, aren't you?
Yeah, so it's like you want to be able just to go wherever you want, when you want, whereas I'm still tied to the clients. Wherever they go, I have to go, sort of thing. So that's sort of where I'm at the moment. Well, yeah. What about you, mate?
Mate, yeah. I mean, I know what you mean about the Christmas, New Year period. It's definitely a weird time. I mean, this is the first 2 weeks off I've had since May. Yeah. Since in Mexico. So it's definitely been nice to actually have that time off and just kind of unwind completely.
Yeah. You went off the maps, mate.
Yeah.
Trying to get hold of you, I was like, where is he, bro? He's gone.
Mate. Phone was down.
Yeah, don't blame me,
all
man.
Notifications off. Like I said to my clients, I said, look, I'm going to be off from this time. I'll do some sort of loose check-ins just to check in. And I still did with like my online clients, just to message them, say, right, how's things going? It's just going to be a different structure of the check-ins, because before Christmas we roadmapped. So I made sure everyone was set for Christmas, confident with what they're going to do in terms of their eating, their plan. And you know, that support was there. So they knew it was coming up. It was nice for me to get them set up so I wasn't worried about having that time off.
I think you have to, like it's definitely planning ahead. I think that's what I'm learning at the moment, is sort of to plan when you don't have work, and also what to do when you don't have work. I feel like, especially when I don't have anything on, I actually sort of lose my mind a little bit, and I'll get obsessive over something else. Like at the moment, I've bought fucking running shoes and I've started doing a little bit of running. But I'll always try and find something when I don't have work on to obsess over something else, because then I just get bored. And I get bored really quickly, but then you spend too much time like in your mind and actually then starting to like think about all these things and shit, and I'm like, oh, fucking hell.
I know what you mean, mate. I mean, I was always almost worried to have the time off, because I was like, I've got to get used to the bordom. And there was times I was just sat there on the sofa, I was like, I should be doing something. You know, those thoughts came in. And mate, I was obsessing literally over my new Ultra Human ring.
I know. You literally find a new little niche that you'll go down a rabbit hole with. I think my bad one as well, as I found, was I was spending too much time on my phone just doom scrolling. Like, I never used to really go, apart from maybe the evening sometimes, but I'd never really go on my phone, because I was either always editing, and then by the time I finished editing, I had to go out filming again. And then if I wasn't doing that, me and my mates go to the gym and we'll be there for like three hours, because we'll train, then we'll do some cardio, then we'll have a sauna. Like we'll be there for like a good amount of the evening. I'll get back home, like very routine animal. We'll get back home and it's like, do the same shit and then need to go to bed. Or FaceTime the missus usually, which goes on for a long time as well.
Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. It's almost like when you don't have anything on, it's so easy to, like I said, spend 3 hours in the gym and just lose track of time. And I think that's what's actually been nice though. Like when I'm working, I almost become such a routine person. And I think I do have some sort of traits of like ADHD or even autism, you know, something that makes me fixate on things heavy. And my partner's always saying, oh, you definitely have some sort of like autism or something. And I'm like, I don't, but I probably do. Even my dad said it to me last night, it was like, you have ADHD. And
I think everyone that runs their own business or does their own thing to some extent, like, does have it, because you have to be, I'm so organised, but I'm so disorganised at the same time. Because in my mind, I know where everything is. I know what's happening like every single day of the week. But on the outside perspective, it probably looks like I'm really disorganised.
An organised mess.
Yeah. That's literally it, mate.
Exactly the same. It's like I've got 20 different things on my calendar. It makes sense to me, but someone would read it and go, what is going on?
Yeah. Like I've actually now started putting stuff in my calendar, and I generally have never felt so much like an adult in my life. And all I was doing was just putting their name, and it was like all day. And it's quite nice to be fair actually though, because now I sort of treat it like a game with like bookings. Like I see how many days I can get booked up, you know, and like this month already, you know, obviously I've got Taste Coaching I work for, which is a weekly basis, and then now I've got some clients like you, and then I've got some other clients. There's this guy called Ashley, who's an ex-paratrooper. He's running 60 miles, which is a 2-day shoot. It's going to be like filmed overnight and everything like that. Yeah, it's going to be sick, mate. And then some other people. There's like a new guy now as well, who's this guy called Reese, who I'm just getting on board with him. Funny enough, I got a message from him today, who said he wants YouTube and everything like that.
Nice.
And he's like one of the UK's best natural bodybuilders or something like that.
Mate, perfect for your portfolio,
yeah,
right?
mate, he looks nuts as well. I'm so jealous. And then, yeah, like these guys, the Genesis lot from Marbella, well, they're not from Marbella, they lived out there for quite a while. Trying to get them on the books, hopefully looking like February. I was meant to do stuff with them actually tomorrow, but they had to push it back, so hopefully getting stuff in the new year. But yeah, mate, it's crazy how to see because I started it all on my phone, filming on my phone, yeah. Like you probably stopped you started when you started in the gym, really, didn't you?
What in terms of
like your PT, like your when did you start PTing as like you said, right, I'm gonna do PT?
Yeah, so that was 2021. So I actually started in a pure gym. Well, I started in a pure gym in Exeter first, and that was just like a fitness coach, so I wasn't qualified for personal training. I remember starting on the bank holiday. It was the busiest I've ever seen a gym. I was just like instant anxiety attack. I was like, fuck. And then started doing that, really enjoyed it. I was doing my PT course along the side of that.
Yeah.
So then I qualified in August 2021.
Yeah.
Started off at a brand new pure gym, which was crazy because it was so busy. There was like 3,000 members in the first 2 days. So it was so good for me because I just thought, right, I've already got a bit of experience in the gym. And the manager there said, you're really good at talking to people. Just keep doing that. And I was like, oh, cool. So I went round to every single person that would come in. And at the time, the manager at the Pure Gym was the new manager. So if they were rinsing me, they were like, oh, you talk too long to people, all of this. And I was like, all right, well, let's see if it works. Got fully booked within a week or 2 weeks of just talking to everyone. Right. And, you know, I think because it's important to build those relationships with people. And that's when I started my PT. And now I'm kind of transitioning more to doing the online space as well. That's kind of been a new baby for me, really, since October.
Yeah, the online space is sort of where you want to. Yeah, that's where the money's at, mate.
So, and I think it's where the opportunity's at in terms of where you can work with people, because I was very tied down to my postcode, right?
I think, if you do in-person, from what I've seen with the people I work with, I mean, all the people I work, none of them have in-person clients. Like, none of the Instagram people have the in-person clients. It's all online. And then sometimes they'll do like a thing with the in-person, they'll have someone drive down, if they're just before they're going into the Marines or just before they got a bodybuilding show, like the guys at Genesis and stuff, like they will like meet up with them and check them. But apart from that, they won't. I was going to say, like, what do you think it takes to be successful? But we ain't successful yet. But then
I think that's subjective, isn't it?
Yeah. What do you call successful though? Because like, 6 months ago, if I looked at myself where I was now, I'd deem myself as semi-successful. Like, you know, I think I'm not earning a crazy amount of money, but it's like, it's definitely good to work and I can eat sushi every day.
Yeah, so exactly that.
But that's what I said to myself 6 months ago. I was like, I knew if I made it, this sounds really sad, doesn't it? I was like, I knew if I'd made it, if I could eat sushi every day.
Mate, I get it, mate. I do.
And I literally have it right now.
Yeah, you have kilos of sushi down there, mate. It's classic, mate. Salmon sushi.
Yeah.
Mate.
I remember last time as well, we stopped for lunch and I had a fat tray of sushi.
You spent 20 quid on it?
Yeah. I
was actually shocked. I was like,
no, mate,
and you ate all of it?
Yeah, my biggest expenditure is like just food, like the quality of food.
Oh, mate, I'm insane.
Yesterday, like eat steaks, like always mince on the butchers and everything like that because I just enjoy food and I'd rather spend, like me and the missus were really bad for it. We went out to London and we were like, I think we must have spent a decent whack of money and then we ended up in the Ivy Asia. But before that we went to this sushi burger place, mate. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I'm not joking. Yeah. Oh yeah, mate. The deep fried sushi burger, I had that. And then in between that, had like a big smash burger, fries, everything. And then we were like absolutely stuffed, got some more food. And then we went to Ivy Asia, got this massive like taster menu, tried it all. Felt like the dog's bollocks as well. It came in like dry ice, loved it. And then yeah, so like literally, my dream is just to be able to eat what I want, where I want, whenever I want, really.
That freedom.
Yeah, mate. But just to be able to spend as well, not worry like what you're spending.
Yeah, I get what you mean, mate. Not having to check your bank account beforehand to go, right, I'll cover this.
I think I remember very early on with Tom, what he said to me was like, I knew when I started doing really well, it's like when I could just get the weekly shop and not worry about what it cost. Yeah. He was like, you don't even check like what it costs. You just get what you need for the week, which is like really good quality food. He's like, you just get it and you don't even check. And when he said that to me, I was like, fuck, you're living the dream, man. I'm eating a meal deal.
Yeah.
But nah, it's good though. I think it's good to see that development as well. And it's nice to not have something and then have it.
Yeah, exactly, mate. You appreciate it more. And I think it's funny you said about the definition of success, because I was thinking in the car, I kind of got goosebumps just listening to some music. And I was driving, I was thinking, you know, because some people say, oh, you're doing really well. Like if I see people I used to go to school with, oh, you're doing really well. I'm like, but in my mind, I don't think I am, because I'd want to see myself not just having a certain income, but an impact and doing a certain thing, living a certain lifestyle and helping a certain amount of people. And you don't always see that until you're there, but...
but I think that's like, because I have that a lot as well. Like I have people, and I think I've not always had it, but like I've had it, especially like when I did my music or things like that, you know, people always say like, are you doing really well? And I got up to a point of when I was like 16, I was like, do you know what, everyone could just fuck off. I'm not doing well, even from the outside, looks like I'm doing well. So now I was gonna not do well. Completely pissed all up the walls, and like obviously university or whatever. But then it's even like now though, where obviously I am doing, from an outside perspective, somewhat all right. I'm still like, it eats away at me loads, because I'm like, I really need to be doing more. But then it's trying to find because I really find it hard to balance non-work and working. I'm either like 100% on that or 100% switched off. Like you can't do it in between, especially like with editing or something like that. You know, you sit there for like 5 hours and your phone will just be off, and you have to lock in, because the thing is, once you get like as you know, like a creative flow, or like you're flowing with something and it's really good, it's like if that gets stopped or interrupted. There's been times where I've started, because my day is really weird, I'll start my actual day at like 5 o'clock and I'll finish at like 2, 3 in the morning. That's my 9 to 5. And like if I get interrupted or anything like that, I just can't get back into it, because you're just got the ball rolling.
I know what you mean, mate. And it's very easy to, when it does break, I'd get quite annoyed, and I find it hard to get back into. I think so. Yeah, I personally like to lock myself in a room. I'd rather just work on my own in complete silence, just head down. It'll probably look a bit weird because it'll be a dark room. My eyes are sensitive, so I have the brightness right down. I'll just be there, but I'll just be, like you said, locked in. But I do get distracted, but I do have do not disturb on. But then I have it off for people like yourself and stuff, so I can check like important things, like right, cool, Sam needs me or whatever, partner, family, etc. But yeah, I do think that it's definitely a mindset thing. I think the more successful you become, the more you progress, the less you feel like you are. You know,
I think it's very counterintuitive. I think it's like the more you look like you're doing, the less it actually feels like you're doing.
Yeah, 100%. I think because you realise how much you actually have to do.
Yeah, 100%. I think the thing that always annoys me as well is I always see, I'm a big person that I'll see someone doing better than me, and it'll really annoy me.
Mate, comparison is the thief of joy.
But even in the gym or something like that, I'm like, oh, why? Even if they're like 28, you know, they've got like 7 years ahead of me. Oh, what the fuck is he doing better than me? Like, I've always had that though, but I think like, it can eat away at you a lot though, because then you're sort of like, oh, he's doing so much better than me, but he's had more time as well. Like the big thing about it is time as well. It does take time to do these things.
Exactly.
Like I started this technically, would have been September last year, and
it's only what, 5 months?
Nah, September last year, mate.
Yeah, so literally not long at all.
Year and 5 months.
Oh, right. We're talking 2024?
2024, yeah.
Oh, right, because last year's 2025. It's crazy, I know.
Shit, that is crazy, actually.
That is mad, isn't it?
Yeah, so September 2024, Jesus. And then I actually only started earning money from it, really, in last year, May.
Yeah.
Which is, so that was a long time of earning no money.
Yeah.
Because the thing I always found was, and what my mum said to me, she's like, you know, you're kind of in a sticky situation because you want to charge people and earn money. Like you'd probably have this as well with your business. You want to charge people and earn money and stuff like that, but the thing is, you've got nothing to show them for the reason for them to come to you. Like, you probably had no body transformations for people to go to you to be like, so Cade's saying he's a PT and he's really good, which you probably are at the time, but no one actually knew that because you've got nothing to prove. And like, same with me, I was like, all I've been filming on is a fucking phone. It looks wank, but you know, then I showed it to one company, which was like this coffee company, which are quite big as well, like Lamazocca, and they liked it. If they're watching this as well, I'm sorry, but I don't know how they fell for it, generally as well. And I charged them a fair amount, and then I brought, with that money, a DJI to film for it, because they gave me the money before it. And then I just got ball rolling from there.
But that's the thing, mate, even though you didn't have maybe the portfolio, you still had the experience, you still had the passion. So I think you were right to charge them.
I think them, but I think like before, like I was trying to find other people and stuff like that and charge for them. And they're like, send over some stuff then. You're like, I can't. Yeah,
I know, because some people, I think, like, we have a trust recession, don't we now?
Yeah.
And people are scared to buy. I think they want to see that they're going to get that result. They want to see somebody the same age, the same demographic, all of that, so they know they can get that. And
but I think it's even like you, like, for example, like with how, because we reached out to each other like a year before we even started filming.
Yeah.
And then once you saw actually some of the bits on my story and like some real stuff, like, do you know what, fuck it, he's working with X, Y, Z, you know, now he's like, I want to get
exactly.
On that.
And I think when I needed you, you were already in my sphere. So I was like, oh, well, I need Sam, I like Sam. Because for anyone that doesn't know, we met at a livery yard.
Yeah.
You were
that would have been
that was 2024, mate.
2024 November time.
Yeah, November
time.
Yeah, that's crazy stuff. I mean, so since then I met you, and then I knew you were doing little bits and bobs, but at that time I'd never even considered a videographer, photographer, I wouldn't have even considered that. But then when I started to, I was like, I see Sam, he's popping up on my social media, and we just, because we had a relationship,
we
like, how are you doing?
We had a good chat, we had a good first chat.
We talked deep. We have a similar birthday as well. When is your birthday? It's like 4 days, or no, it's 20th of Jan?
Nah, 29th.
29th, mine's 25th, so same star sign and all of that. So it was like, I was like, okay, like we were similar kind of age, and I really liked your mindset when I met you, because you were almost like, even like you said at the time, you may not have had it to show for it. You weren't charged money, etc. But you had that passion. I think you do. But I think it's very easy to get caught up in that ego trap of, this person's doing better. But then I think that can fuel the ego, and then that can build resent almost for what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? When you're trying to chase a certain number of money and
I definitely think because like my biggest thing is that I want to do is like a 10K a month. Like, I remember a couple of people that have spoken to me about that. I've done like when they've hit a 10K a month, they're like, it then just spirals on from there. Like, once you do a 10K a month, you can just go a lot more. Like, there's a lot more things you can buy to earn you more money. Like, I'm at a catch-22 because the thing is, I'm so stubborn as well. Obviously, I get help from some people, but not really a lot, because I want to be able to say that I've done it all myself, because I'm so stubborn in that way. I sort of have to do it. Obviously, like, sort of blessed with Christmas and stuff like that, you know, but then it's like, I just ask, can I get stuff for work? Like, it's not like, can I have something? It's like, can I get
practical presents?
Can I get a plastic handle for my camera? Do you know what I mean? It's not like some cool shit. So that's what helps me out, and like birthdays as well, when you get like little bits of money and stuff like that, like literally just reinvest it all into the business. But now I've started earning, like, you know, like a bit more sort of dollar. Now I can like go on my Amazon basket and say like, right, I need this, and this, and this.
You can fund.
And that will level it up to like another level. And then like when you meet me next time, you'll be like, fuck, he's got a new mic, a new lens, this, that, and the other. Looks even better, I want it again.
Yeah, and people see the quality goes up as well.
Exactly, yeah.
But I think the reason behind the income, like how that looks, like what does a 10K month look to you, you know, in terms of day to day? Because you said the travel is getting a bit too much at times, you know, and you're working 7 days a week, and it's amazing.
Man.
Yeah, it's the driving, isn't it?
Yeah, bro, big time as well. Like, I'll probably do like 1,500 miles a week on average.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the thing as well. Then like training's taking a bit of a thing, but then that messes, like, you'll get, you have to do all this driving, do all this work, but then your body and the way you look, like, I mean, I was pointing something where I looked really good, but now I've obviously lost that, and it's like, oh fuck, but which one do you choose? Like, it's like, because when you're on the road, there's not really a lot. There's obviously things you can eat, but real things, like the real healthy stuff is even like the meal deals and stuff like that. That's the healthiest you can go.
Yeah, it's very, and it can be expensive as well.
Yeah.
Like there's not any good like healthy like meal prep shops or like a smoothie bar.
And I've got to know the service stations, like which ones are good. Like there's ones like with Leon, which is like chicken and rice place and stuff like that. But even that, like, you know, you can get that on the odd occasion, but then you've still got to train. You can't just be eating a lot of food and not train.
And it's hard if you're driving 6 hours a day and then you're working 8 hours. It's like you finish, you're like, and you've got a life, you've got a dog, you've got a partner, and it's mate, it's really hard to balance. And I think the place I'm at now is balance is like everything.
Yeah.
But before it couldn't have been. You know, when I was starting out, coming up to 5 years, geez. I was working 7 days a week, I was at uni, and mate, it nearly killed me. Luckily I met my partner at the time, and then that snapped me out of it, because I was like, oh, I want to spend more time with this person, spend some of the money and enjoy it rather than just work. And I think it's worth it, like it's definitely worth it. But then I think there will be a time where maybe now's the time to maybe pull back a little bit, and maybe training needs to come back in. I don't know.
I think, well, the thing is that the problem is I'm very good at spending money. That's my problem.
You could earn money, don't you?
Yeah, I need to earn just to be alive. No, like I'm very good at spending money. I'm very much like, well, I spent on this money, but I can make it back. Yeah. Like, you know, I can't take it away with me, but I'd rather just spend it and say I've been to this place or done that place, or go out for dinners as many times as I want. I mean, fuck me, the amount of times I go out for dinner, when we always say it's the last one, you wouldn't believe it.
No, mate,
we're going out for dinner this week, and the one before that was meant to be our last one.
Yeah.
But it's like, because I'd rather do it because it's nice, because then you just remember it. I mean, fuck me, I wish I could claim VAT back on it, but it's just nice to be able to go out when you want, where you want, and not really think about it.
And I think that shows you value experiences, right?
Yeah, I definitely value experiences more. Like, I'm very lucky that I get to go to Thailand for work, which is a crazy experience. Yeah, because like, you know, usually people. I mean, I have to pay a little bit on my way out there and stuff like that for like accommodations and stuff. But just even get out there and be able to go out there and earn money at the same time.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Amazing privilege. Because I think I'll only be working like 3 or 4 days a week, and the other 3 days just cut about and stuff like that. So, you know, so I get basically a week in Thailand, and it's all paid for as well. So.
And because of what you do, because you enjoy what you do, you know, hopefully it will feel more like a working holiday as opposed to just pure work and then like pure holiday.
I'm going to start, I think, always talked about it, but I think I might start filming myself and stuff like that. You know, I think Thailand's a good place to start, because obviously it's such a trend.
Yeah, and like, I guess like the background, thinking like the backdrop, that'd be crazy.
It always does well. Like Thailand's content always does well. Problem is though, you have to put a VPN on for the UK, because
of course,
it always posts in your area, and obviously like if it posts random people in Thailand, they're like,
oh, can you meet me tomorrow? You're like,
yeah, also like, well, no one speaks. Not a lot of people speak English around this, so they're not going to watch me on TikTok, are they? Speaking about, you know, they're not going to watch me go to 7-Eleven, because they're like, well, I go there every day.
Yeah. It's their norm, isn't it?
The English people will, so that's the only thing. Which Tom told me, you have to like switch your VPN over to the UK, so it posts over here.
Makes sense.
But yeah, and then what else? That's about. And then just opening up a gym. Well, not me personally, but going to be like the videographer and stuff for that there. That's going to be down in Dorchester.
That'd be crazy, mate. That'd be really cool. Really cool.
Yeah. Imagine if you could open a gym.
I'd love to. I was thinking this the other day, because I had a client of mine sent me something. He said, I really want to start a boot camp.
Yeah.
He said, because he's very successful in himself in terms of business, and he's got an amazing mindset. And he actually told me before, he was like, you need to charge your worth, because I was undercharging in the past and stuff. So he was really a big motivator for me. And we get on great. Like, every one of my clients I have such a good friendship and relationship with. It's like, we're all friends, like family. Like, we can talk to each other about anything. Like yourself, like I work with you because I can get on with you. I can chat to you and say, Sam, mate, I'm having a rubbish day, blah, 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 blah. And you'd understand, you know, you'd just be like, oh, shut up, mate. Yeah. So like a lot of people I've used to hang around with, it's always very much like the kind of macho of, oh, you forget about your feelings, mate. And I get elements of that, but mate, if you have a bad day, you have a bad day. And
I think there's a time and a place for it, definitely. I think like, I don't know. I think switching off, the problem is if you switch off your emotions for too long, then it all comes out at once, and then it always comes out when it looks bad. That's what I've learned. Like, if you don't talk about anything for ages and then talk about it, it just comes out. So I don't know. I think there's definitely time and a place for emotions. I think like it's what you weigh up though, because you could spend. There's too many people that like dwell on the past and dwell on their emotions from the past, especially with other people and stuff like that as well. And I'm just like, well, that's happened now. Just forget about it. Like, I'm a very bad person for it as well. Like, I'll when I remember something and it niggles at me, like I'll never forget it.
Yeah. You'll forgive, but you won't forget. I'm the same, mate.
Yeah. Like I'll remember it forever, but I won't. Yeah, it'll take me a while to get over it. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's a time and a place for emotion.
Maybe for sure. And I think, you know, but if you've got that emotion to what you do as well, passion, isn't it? It will show up in that energy and
that's a different form of emotion that you could say. Like, especially with something I do and especially something you do, like you need to be emotional so that you can create something, because it's obviously a creative side. Like, I need to be somewhat emotional to get a feeling and a vibe of a video and stuff like that.
Yeah, and emotionally intelligent as well to understand another person, where they're coming from.
Yeah. And like, you need to be emotionally intelligent to be able to talk to people and
100%, mate.
Butter them up to get on your course and stuff like that, you know.
But I mean, if somebody comes in, you know, like a client and they're saying, I'm having a bad day, you know, then or they're saying, I'm really tired today. I could just meet that with, you'll be fine. But then I can try and match the flow of the session and the energy of my approach to how they're feeling.
I think it's definitely like the more you work with someone, like what I said to you, like the more we work together and the more we do things together, like you get to know how we work better, if you know what I mean. Like the more and more I've worked with clients, the more and more I just start to think like them and what they want. Because it's like, at the moment, we're sort of at a space where I've done a little bit of it. You've got your rough idea, but I would just sort of, in some essence, direct you in a way to be like, this has worked. I've seen this work.
Yeah.
Just, I'll push you down this little bit. And then once you find your own sort of niche and the way of the filming you like or something like that, like once you find something like that, then you can be like, right, I like that, but I didn't like that. And then you can start picking and choosing. Whereas at the moment, we're sort of like, I'm like, this works, just roll with it for a little bit, and then whatever you don't like, just dash off, and then we can get to a fine point and be like, bang, that's what we want.
Yeah, and I think it's that element of, for my part, trusting in you. And I think for a lot of people, when they work with a coach in any aspect, business coach, fitness coach, videographer, anyone, they've got to put the trust in them, because some people will come and say, well, I want to do this, and that, and that's great. Obviously, I have an idea of what I want to do, but then you know the market, you've done the market research, so I'd be silly not to trust you. And same with somebody, they're like, oh, well, I want to do keto for life, but maybe keto just doesn't suit them, the way they work, their lifestyle, etc. But they're so stubborn in that they've not got the results they want to.